There are people who wake up every morning carrying a weight no one else can see. They walk through their day smiling, answering messages, doing what's expected, all while holding something heavy inside their chest. Maybe you're one of them. Maybe you've learned to hide your struggles so well that even the closest people in your life would be shocked to know how much you've been carrying. Not because you're dramatic, but because you're quiet. Because you've always believed you had to handle your battles alone. This is a story about those hidden battles, and the day you finally stop letting them consume you. There was once a person who looked perfectly fine from the outside. Strong, capable, reliable. The one people called when they needed help. But behind that strength lived exhaustion. The kind you don't show, the kind you don't name. Some days it felt like sadness. Some days like pressure. Some days like a tightness in the chest that wouldn't go away. And every time someone asked, "Are you okay?" they answered the same thing, "I'm fine." Not because they were lying, but because they didn't know how to explain a pain that didn't have a simple cause. It wasn't one big thing breaking them. It was 1,000 small ones they carried alone. One night, after a long day pretending everything was under control, that person sat down in the dark. No tears, just silence. A tired, aching silence that felt heavier than any emotion. Their mind whispered the thoughts they kept burying. "I'm overwhelmed. I'm tired. I don't know how much longer I can keep this inside." And the room, finally, did what they never allowed themselves to do. It listened. In that moment, that quiet, raw, unfiltered moment, they realized something important. The weight you carry doesn't become lighter just because you pretend it doesn't exist. We all carry something. Guilt from old mistakes, fear of disappointing someone, grief we never processed, the pressure to stay strong, the exhaustion of being okay for everyone else. We carry memories that hurt, expectations that crush, and responsibilities we never asked for. And because we don't want to burden anyone, we swallow it. We tell ourselves, "Other people have it worse. I should be stronger. I don't want to let anyone down." But pain doesn't shrink in the dark. It grows. And silent battles, they become heavier the longer you carry them alone. Back in that quiet room, the person made a decision they had avoided for years. They reached out. Not with a dramatic confession. Not with every detail of what hurt. Just with 5 simple words. "I'm struggling, please listen." They expected judgment, or disappointment, or awkward silence. Instead, they were met with understanding. Someone sat with them. Someone heard them. Someone reminded them that being human is not a weakness, it's a truth. And for the first time in a long time, the weight got lighter. Not gone, not healed, just lighter, because they weren't holding all of it alone anymore. This is the part many people don't talk about. Healing doesn't happen in a dramatic breakthrough. It doesn't happen in a single conversation or a single good day. Healing happens the moment you stop carrying everything in silence. It begins when you admit you're tired, when you say you need help, when you allow someone to see the cracks in your armor, when you choose honesty over pretending. It's slow, it's gentle, but it's real. And it starts with permission. Permission to feel, to rest, to speak, to be imperfect. Maybe you've been hiding your own weight for too long. Maybe no one knows how much you've been carrying. Maybe you've convinced yourself you're the strong one, and strong people don't falter. But here's the truth you need today. Strength is not staying silent. Strength is allowing yourself to be human. You don't have to handle everything alone. You don't have to pretend you're unbreakable. You don't have to apologize for hurting. What you feel is real. What you need is valid. And your pain, even the pain you can't explain, deserves space. You deserve support. You deserve rest. You deserve peace. So take a breath. Put the weight down, even for a moment. Let someone in. Let yourself be seen. The battle you fight in silence is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of how hard you've tried to stay strong. But now, it's time to let yourself heal. You're not alone. You never were. And you don't have to carry this weight forever.